Hello, everyone. I had a little bit of a technical glitch, but I am here. I am Merle Singer, the Relationship Miracle Worker. I help people make their own miracles in their own lives with their own relationships. And I have to tell you, I've been married over 50 years to the same man. I must know something about relationships. So today's topic, I'm kind of interested if I have any live listeners. I'm really interested in what you would have to say, because my topic today is, would you ever think of, in your pursuit of the perfect person, that it's kind of like applying for a job and at the same time interviewing a prospect for a job, all at the same time, at least to start with? I think that a lot of times people think that the first thing about love is you get this feeling. And as a matter of fact, I think that's true. I think sometimes the first thing is you get this feeling. But sometimes you know about a person. Even before you meet them. Okay, so I'll tell you about my own situation. Before I met my husband worked for my uncle. And my uncle had a pharmacy, and my husband, who was a fabulous artist, and I put some stuff of his up online. You have to look around for it. But he's a pharmacist. So I heard a lot about my husband, who was just somebody working for my uncle at the time. And in a way, it was, even before I met him, because I would visit my uncle after my work, and Nathan would have gone home from his job, and I would hear my uncle talk about this guy that works for him. And this guy that worked for him, I don't remember the exact words that he said, but it was perfectly clear to me that he trusted this pharmacist. He trusted him with all the big pharmaceutical, all the drugs that people could steal and use or sell. He trusted him with all of those. He trusted him with whatever money was in the register. He trusted him. And yet he complained about that, well, he was married and divorced, and he did all this terrible painting that he didn't like. And so basically what I'm saying is that, in a sense, hello from Massachusetts, Amanda. Hello, sunshine. It's good to see you. What's interesting is that sometimes it's not exactly like interviewing somebody for a job, but it's exactly like interviewing somebody for a job. And so I knew a lot about him before I ever dated him. And that was kind of interesting. So the things, to me, it's really important that you would have somebody trustworthy. To me, it's certainly one of my values that he respects his boss and other people, and that he's authentic, that he's real. So I interviewed him before I ever dated him. And that worked out pretty good. Because our anniversary, our next anniversary is September 14th. It'll be 53 years. Over 50 years, yeah. It's amazing, I know. And not to say we haven't had arguments. Of course we have. On a regular basis. But in the same way, in the same way when it's an employee, you think, why is this person here? Why did I hire this person? What job is he providing for this company that is valuable? And so it's, what job is he providing for this relationship that is valuable? And if it's a bad day, wait for the next day, because the next day will be better. But really, if you could look at your partnership as if a reporter is interviewing you. What does he do good? What doesn't he do good? What are your problems? What do you? When are you impatient? When do you yell? When do you just get? My mother was like this. Wait a second. She was like this. Her lips would completely disappear. So that's when you knew not to talk to her, because she was mad about something. So everybody's different, but what you want to be able to do is to see the person for who they are. See what their values are. See what value they have for you. Because I am a firm believer. And I just remembered we were supposed to talk about our course with Patty and I, and we forgot. So I'm going to remember. Patty and I are giving a course for single women, and we've done this in person, but now it's going to be online, and it's called, it's called The Magic and Science of Love. 3 wonderful secrets that you will learn to find your perfect partner. And what made me think about that was the whole thing about perfect partner, because I am a firm believer that not one of us is perfect. I'm not the only one that's not perfect. No, you're not perfect either. None of us are perfect. But I really do believe in the perfect partner. So there is an imperfect person out there that's a perfect partner for you. But if you know that, you have to know that not only is he or she or whomever a perfect partner for you, but that person is also an imperfect person, because we're all imperfect. And if you understand that, whether you're interviewing for a job or you're enjoying that spark of love that comes when 2 people connect, that really is good. And Amanda says she thought that me and Granddad, or me and my husband, were perfect. Well, we're perfect for each other. How's that, Amanda? I love you too. And Sunshine, I like your hearts. So, okay, you are distracting me. I have got to get back on topic, which is think in terms of, when I say applying for a job or hiring somebody for a job, kind of at the same time, it really is true. It sounds very left brain. It sounds very scientific. But if somebody lives in Africa and you don't want to go to Africa, and it doesn't matter how wonderful a relationship you have if you're not going to, I mean, then you can be great friends. But if you want a relationship together in person, then you want to have somebody that wants to live in the same place you want to live. So there are things to consider. I have a past client who said, "This is what I want." And she said, "I want somebody that's multilingualist, whatever." She spoke Spanish, and it had to be kind of like to travel and thought about things more than just within our country. And so Sunshine says she's shy around her crushes. You know, it's a problem, because when you really want somebody really badly, then you feel at a disadvantage, because they have all the advantages over you, because you just think they're fabulous. So this is what you do. Number one, just, you are who you are. You need to give yourself a good talking to, because you're you. You're sunshine. You're sunshine angel. What more could anyone want? And if anyone didn't want that, we don't want them either. So you got to puff yourself up. And I don't mean fake and phony, but you can fake it till you make it. I firmly believe that in the doing comes the feeling. So sometimes you have to do, yes, be yourself, but do it. Don't shrink back from it because, who am I and he's so fabulous. Next thing I want to say to you is that if it doesn't work with him, it'll work with the next one. So practice being outwardly who you are, not shrinking back, but showing, because you have no idea. Well, why would you be afraid to lose their friendship? Any friendship that you lose, you maybe didn't have, and you certainly don't need. And it's fabulous for you to learn about that now, while it's just a crush. So that's, I think that's really important. And you say you're trying. I say to you, keep trying. That's how it happens. The best intentions, the smartest things that you can know, are only smart and brilliant when you put them into action. So it's not enough that you know you're good enough. You've got to act it. And that's the part that takes practice. And if you think about any athlete that you know, pick your favorite sport, and whether it's baseball or basketball or football or whatever, that person that you know that's really great at it, practice. All you have to do is practice being yourself, exposing other people to yourself so that they can see how lovable you are. And if you expose yourself, now you realize, I mean in a figurative way, if you show who you are and the person doesn't respond, thank goodness. Good. Cross him off. Boom, boom. On to the next one. Because there is definitely someone that will find you completely charming and adorable, and will want to take care of you and love you and have you to support them. It's there, but it does take the doing. And you think I never thought about it when I was a young woman, because I'm just thinking about, like you say, I'm shy, maybe you won't like it, and things like that. When I didn't realize, you know, they're scared to put themselves out. They're scared to say, to be really friendly to you. They really need your support to make some kind of what do you call it, a gesture, a hello, a how are you doing, or, you know, I don't. There's no place to go these days, but there are a few outdoor movies and things. Find something, or just let it be, but let it be in your head that I'm opening my mouth and showing who I am, and who likes it, who doesn't, and I'm moving forward with the people that like it. That makes sense to me. So good. I'm glad if that's helpful, and keep me posted. As a matter of fact. And I think, what have I done about interviewing? I think I spoke enough about that. I helped you out. Life is good. Saw my granddaughter here somewhere, Amanda, and I will see you at noontime next Thursday. Oh, and don't forget, look around for the Magic and Science of Love workshop. If it makes sense for you, sign up. If you know someone it makes sense for, pass that along. Okay? Bye, everybody.